Hi guys, AC here. Today we're going to talk about a beautiful fragrance by Byredo called Bal d'Afrique. Bal d'Afrique is supposed to be a juxtaposition of two different cultures. 1920s Parisian culture with the influence of the Arabian culture from Morocco. So let's start with looking at the packaging. This is worth mentioning. It's solid packaging. It's a beautiful box with Byredo inscribed on the side and on the top. That's the logo of Byredo, if you already don't know about it. And here is the packaging. Here's the bottle. It's a beautiful glass bottle. This is a 100 ml bottle. You get it in two sizes, 100 and 50 ml. The cap on this one is a magnetic cap. I like the bottle design. It's beautiful. It is magnetic. I think so. Yeah, it is magnetic. So let's start with the initial spray. It takes a bit of time to settle down. I've got a dry down on my left hand, so I'll start with a fresh spray. While it settles down, the opening is just amazingly spectacular, but I want it to settle down for a few minutes. And while I wait for that to happen, I just wanted to tell you about Byredo. A little bit about Byredo first. Byredo is a house which was set up in 2006 by a gentleman called Ben Gorham. It's a Swedish company based in Stockholm, and he uses a couple of in-house perfumery. The person's vision is amazing. Byredo stands for basically two words: Byradolescence, or meaning reminiscent of. So the short form, Byradolescence, Byredo. For Bal d'Afrique is Jerome Epinette. Now he's done some amazing fragrances. Most of them are from the house of Byredo, but he's also done some really nice fragrances by Atelier. One of them I think is called Vetiver Fatale. He's also done some great feminine floral fragrances. This guy is amazing. His work is amazing. The ones that I really like, the work that he's done is Gypsy Water, again one by Byredo, and the other one is I think Pulp as well, has been done by him. That is amazing as well. So let's start with the fragrance. What does it smell like? Well, the very first few seconds or minutes, it smells like a very luscious, take a very luscious, fresh Seville orange. Peel off the skin, rind and all, squeeze it. The smell of orange juice, the fresh, beautiful, succulent, lovely, invigorating smell of squeezed orange is what you get for the first few seconds, probably a minute. And the spectacular thing is, there is not a single fruit in the scent pyramid. That is what I liked. So the top notes. Top notes basically has bergamot, very nicely done bergamot, lemon, neroli, very slight hint of neroli, if that, but it's there. It's playing its part. And a flower note of marigold, and that's the African influence, I think. Plus buchu. Now buchu is a medicinal plant. I've never smelled what buchu smells like, but I know that it's a medicinal plant. It grows a lot in South Africa, and it's used as a herb, diuretic, and many other uses. So I don't know what role the buchu is playing here in the top. But what it smells like is, it smells fruity. And I'm surprised it smells fruity, because the notes I described to you are not fruity at all. It smells very fruity, and be careful with the number of sprays. It's a very strong, heady kind of a fragrance initially, yeah, in the initial part. But one thing is for sure, after you get used to this fragrance, it takes about 2 or 3 wearings to get used to it. After you get used to it, you will love it, because it smells beautiful, really, and gets you a lot of compliments. It's listed as a unisex fragrance, but I think I think women tend to like it more on men, as far as my experience goes, and they love it. You get a lot of compliments. Most of them will be unsolicited, because you smell something amazing. When you enter a room, people will smell you, and it's not very common. This scent is not very common. Oh, right from the word go, it's a beauty. It's a thing of beauty. The only caution I would say is, when you test this fragrance out, test it on your skin, let it develop. And the other thing is, First time you spray this, you will find this very heady. It might even give you a headache because of the strongness of the juice in the first 10-15 minutes. And if you survive that and you try 2 or 3 times, let your nose get used to it, you'll see such a beautiful, such a lovely little scent, really creative. Let's go to the middle. You'll hit the middle in about 15-20 minutes, even longer, and what you've got is a beautiful floral heart, violet. Yeah, so I think violet flowers have been used here. There's a note here which was described, but I do not know whether it smells at all. It's called cyclamen, which is a garden plant, garden flower. It grows, I grow it in my garden. It grows when nothing grows. Yeah, it starts in autumn and dies out in spring, and you get beautiful blossoms when it snows. It's very common in northwestern Europe. So cyclamen is mentioned as a note, but I can't smell it. But you get beautiful jasmine petals, and that's I think the French influence on the African French culture juxtaposition, if you like, because you know jasmine synonymous with France, grass. So the violet leaf, the jasmine, and the bergamot on the top create this beautiful aromatic, citrusy, floral heart, which is tremendous to enjoy. Absolutely beautiful. I love this fragrance, and everybody around me loves this fragrance on me. It's a terrific piece of work. Oh, I'm enjoying the opening. It's been 5 minutes and it is beautiful, still going. In about half an hour you'll start to hit the base of the fragrance, which is the longest. Yeah, the base of the fragrance has slight hint of sweetness, so you have the fruity, floral, and then slight sweetness. But the main show of the base is a lovely vetiver, green, beautiful vetiver, the kind of vetiver which you might have smelled in Tom Ford's grey vetiver. I find a lot of similarities to the vetiver used here. And you also have a supporting role played by Atlas cedar. It's mentioned as Moroccan cedar, but it's basically the Atlas Mountains in Morocco where the cedars grow. And cedar, you know, has this uplifting, therapeutic, mood enhancing kind of a quality. The cedar that has been used here has the same quality. This fragrance is a happy fragrance. Whenever I feel great, I apply it, or whenever I want to feel great, I apply it. It's a beautiful fragrance, and a lady can wear this too. On your skin, this performs for about 6 hours, yeah, 6 to 8, depending on the weather. If it's very hot, it will perform lesser. So the best place to wear this fragrance is under your shirt. This is, you know, I tried testing this fragrance last year. I got myself a 10 ml decant. I enjoyed it so much, and I wore it all through the seasons. And it performs best when you put it under your shirt. Don't go too heavy. Just go 2 sprays under your shirt. It should do it, because it has got a very nice strong sillage. Very high quality materials have been used. So performance depends where you apply it. If you've got it on your exposed parts of your body, it will not last more than 6 to 8 hours. But if you keep it under your shirt, you'll get entire 24 hours. You take off your t-shirt or shirt or whatever you use to go to bed, and I'll tell you, the smell is slight musky, woody, green vetiver with a very nice uplifting cedar note. Longevity, I would say medium. Projection, people do smell you. If you put it on your shirt, which goes beautifully by the way, people will smell you at least for 3 hours. Now coming to the next part, which is value for money. This thing is expensive. Yeah, it cost me £140 to get 100 ml, so it is quite pricey. So my suggestion would be to do what I did first, that is get a 5 ml or a 10 ml decant, see if you like the fragrance, and then go and make a decision if you want. Occasions, you know, I've tried it, it's a daytime fragrance. I've tried it nighttime, doesn't work that well. Maybe hot summer evenings may be a good idea, but I've not tried it. But I've tried this to works beautifully. I've tried it to functions, weddings, just casual stuff, expensive for casual stuff, but I've tried it and it works in those settings as long as it's a daytime fragrance. Seasons, apart from summer, I think it's marketed as a summer fragrance, but the thing is, it does not last long enough in summer. So apart from summer, you can wear this fragrance in any season. It lasts decent amount of time. I have also tested in dead of winter, December, January, February. Didn't work. So I think those 3 months and very high heat summer, if you remove that from the equation, you can wear this fragrance at least 9 months, 8 to 9 months in a year, and it goes beautifully. It really does. It can fit into any occasion, and it smells expensive. That's the beauty about this fragrance. It is not only expensive, it smells expensive. Enhances your personality tremendously. So I think I've covered all aspects. I would give it a 9 out of 10. The only reason I'm taking 1 mark is A, it is expensive. B, you can't wear this all year round, and you can't wear this in the evenings. You may want to try it, but it didn't work for me. So that brings us to the end of the review. I hope you liked it, and if you did, do give it a like. Take care. AC signing off. Bye-bye.